This morning I'm visiting with Kayla Russell about what life groups have meant to her, how she's been connected in one this year, and the encouragement that we hope is there for others to consider the same. So, Kayla, thanks for sitting down. This is Monday, and is it Friday that Katie joins you?
Yeah, at the latest.
At the latest.
Yeah.
So, Kayla will be a mom of two by the time you see this, so we're very excited about that. But if you just kind of tell me your story. I mean, how have you been connected to the church? How did you make the decision to be in a life group this year? Talk about those group connections and what they've meant to you.
So, I believe I became a member of the church like maybe 8 years ago. But when I actively started coming was last year, then had a little inactive period, and then came back in July, August, and which is when the semester started. So, and I had a choice between the parenting class or, all the classes in the life group. Usually we choose the parenting class because my son's a little difficult. But I finally decided to choose something for me. I thought, worst case scenario, if you don't like it, you'll just jump into something else. It's fine. So that's how I got into the life group.
What has it been like for you to be in a life group this fall?
So being in the life group has been incredible. I didn't know what to expect. I've always taken parenting classes on Wednesdays, so it was something totally new. Not to mention I had been out of the church for quite some time, so going into a group that I had, maybe have seen a couple times, might have seen them in a service, had no idea who they were, was a little intimidating, but bucked it up, did it, and it's been amazing. Not only is it about, your sermons, we go through that, but it's also about connecting to this group of people who, and maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just an awesome group that I'm in, but we have a very safe space. We talk about everything. We can dig deep and know that we're not judged. We are a safe place room, and we could talk about whatever we would like as it reflects. And it doesn't even have to be about what's going on in the church, but being able to talk about anything. How it started is, interpreting the questions through your sermons, which are interpreted by each individual. No one's wrong. But I've been able to connect to these ladies on a level that I didn't even know was possible in a church. And it's been, I really don't know if I would be as happy right now today as I am without them. And it's also nice to get a picture of other people's life and struggles in general, to know that they also do struggle. Not everyone, because I think sometimes it's hard to come into church on Sunday and everyone's just happy, and you're like, oh, okay, so I'm, but it's nice to know that not everyone's just happy all the time.
So you talked a little bit about the sense that you get from that group that you don't have to do the challenging things in life alone, and that God is there present. Have there been ways in which that group of women have also been a support?
Very, very much so. When my grandfather passed away, I got a card from every single one of them, which I was not expecting. Because I was, upfront from the beginning, hey, my grandpa's in the process of, going through his final stage in hospice, just dealing with that. And then when he passed away, got all of that. And then they have been amazing with my pregnancy with Katie. Very supportive, very supportive. And I would say even beyond the group, I get Facebook messages like, hey, how are you doing? Emails, are you doing okay? Are you coming tonight? Is the baby still, what's going on? And it's nice to know that you are loved and cared for, and that, although we all don't agree with everything that everyone says, it really is honestly a judgment-free zone where you can talk about your needs, your connections, your faith, how you interpret things, how you are trying in your journey with God. And we all just want everyone to be successful with that. And it is an awesome thing to be a part of.
So you are mom to one, almost two, lost your grandfather this fall, work, wife, lots and lots of excuses to not give an hour a week to something. what would you say to other people who are really busy and would think, I don't have time for this, or it might not be worth my time? What encouragement, I guess, would you offer to people to think about being in a life group?
I was that person. That's why I made the excuse for a long time. Because I was, I always told myself I was way too busy for all that. I had to take care of my grandfather. I had to take care of my child. My husband works nights, so it's usually just me and Kai. And honestly, 1 hour in your week for you is probably the best thing you can ever do. And then from that, I even expanded. I'm now here for like 2.5 hours on Wednesday nights, and I'm here for at least 2 hours on Sundays. So my time here has definitely expanded, and that time happened even before my grandfather passed away. So, because at the end of the day, it's really about making yourself the best you can be in order to even begin to help others. And for me, that was my journey with God. I had to get on the same page that we were working together, that we could do this together to be able to release all that stress and just anger, stress, sins that have been kind of keeping me down. Being able to know that God is here, I am loved, and then to move forward, that all came from this life group. And like I said, me compared to where I was in August, compared to where I am right now, probably would not anywhere be the same.
Is there anything else that you would want to say to people about the value that a life group has had in your life?
The value is you can't take it away from your life. It will add so much more. You will not regret being in a life group.